care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place. Providence.org Elder Place. Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.world.
Welcome to The Sentiment, a thought-provoking show with discussions that consist of life's experiences. We are bringing thoughts and perspectives out of captivity and isolation into spaces that promote awareness, healing, restores hope, and proclaims victory in everyday thinking and living. Come sip with me. Hello, you all. Welcome back to The Sentiment. It's your girl, Latrice Chenee, and you are listening to us on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. I hope you all are doing well, staying safe, keeping distance, and getting, your vaccinations if that's what you choose, getting masked, make sure you're masked up. I hope you all are just doing really, really well out there this evening. Thank you for tuning in. You could be anywhere else, but you choose to be here with us this evening, and for that I am grateful. Today on The Sentiment, we have a extremely lovely lady who has came to sit and sip with us this evening. As we begin to return back, our students begin to return back to school, we have moms and wives and entrepreneurs and career women who are wearing many, many hats. Some doing both, some holding a career and being an entrepreneur whilst holding home down as well. And so I just wanted to take some time this month to acknowledge the super women who are being successful mompreneurs as well, whether they're doing it afraid, victorious, whether they're tired, whether they're rested, whether they're underappreciated or extremely appreciated and very much valued. I just want to acknowledge them and honor them this month because it is a lot. And women, thank you. We are phenomenal. And today, to kick off that and honor these beautiful women is the lovely Shonda Thomas. Thank you for joining us, Shonda.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, come on, braids. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love these braids.
I know, honey. It's time. After this wedding this weekend, I'm definitely going in braids. Hello. Welcome, dear.
Hello. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Some days on the show, I'm able to get dressed. It depends on the timing. It depends on what meetings I have for work. So if I have to get dressed for work, I'm already dressed sometimes. And so I just throw on some lipstick. So it works out for me. Other days, you'll catch me in the cat jumping on, rushing on because I'm still working. So
I know what you mean.
So I'm happy that I was able to throw on some lipstick and keep it pushing today. Welcome, dear.
Hello, thank you.
So I typically say I don't want to waste much time. I just like to jump right in because we only have 30 minutes, and it's always nice to be able to get the full experience of you as our guest. Thank you again. We're honored to have you here this evening. So, what are you sipping, girl? That's what we're starting with.
I have some orange juice. Straight.
Yeah, come on, wait, show the people how you do it. No, I need you to pull that back in the camera. This is how you do it, y'all. Okay.
Yes, you have to act like it's more than what it is and make it look pretty.
We don't sip orange juice in glasses, y'all. We sip them in glasses, y'all. Okay. Well, I'm kicking off this water challenge. And, so I'm actually at the tail end of my gallon for the day.
Oh,
Yeah, 9 p.m. Well done. So we are already almost
yes,
done. So
that's lovely.
trying to get it in.
And I refill all day.
All right,
Almost every time I get up.
So
What we got going on?
Tell us a little bit about yourself, honey.
Well, I'm from Seattle. I love to say that. Seattle is full of opportunity and great people, so I always represent. Even though I stay in the Vancouver PDX area, I moved here about 12 years ago. And I'll say I moved for love. I met my now husband and I moved after college. We've been married 10 years. We made 10 years last June. I know. It's amazing. And we have 2 boys, 6 and 4.
Oh, come on now, family pics.
Yes. And, my former life, I was a braider. I like to put that out there. I used to work at a couple shops in Seattle, Preston's, Charlie's. I met a lot of good people there. Loved it. I currently work for the city. I'm an engineer technician, so that's my daytime job. And I do photography on the side, and I do my best to manage this household. I mean, I have 2 little boys, and you know how it is, but boys, they're rowdy. My house is sounding like a construction site or a jungle gym every day. So,
not the construction site in the jungle gym.
It's like boom, boom. You're like just sitting waiting. You're like, okay, nobody's crying.
No, everybody's okay.
Yeah, everybody's fine. But yeah, it's like they're full of life and they keep me going. And and also I plan great parties.
All right.
Not for other people, sorry, for my family. I like to, do it well, is, celebrate their one time just for them every year. So, sometimes I go all out. I've done carnivals. We did a glow in the dark party. Unfortunately, it was Zoom, but we still turned it up. So, I like to have fun.
Run that one back. D Money, can we show this beautiful family? Can we show this beautiful family of hers?
Oh, that was last fall.
Okay, so this is the updated photo. Look at that family, beautiful family.
And that's like my fave. That was so beautiful, done at our house. So it couldn't get more convenient than that.
I know.
I loved it.
The lighting, they did an excellent job.
Oh yeah, this lady named Heidi Haken, I think is how you pronounce her name. She's great down here. Very beautiful work.
You have a beautiful family, dear.
Thank you.
I know that.
Me and my men.
We have to share everybody else. We have to share it with the world how beautiful that family is. So you talked about the jungle gym or the construction site. That's super accurate for a house full of boys. Tell me what a typical day looks like for you.
It's taken a lot of mastering, but we've learned, let's just start from the top. I'll try to go fast. We learned that, our kids are cereal kids. So we prepared cereal. We prepared the night before. We have their bowl ready, their spoon and napkin ready at the table. We put together little sandwich bags of their cereal so they had at their level, so they go in the cabinet, they can get it. And we put the milk in a container in the refrigerator. So when it's time to get up.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, time out.
Yeah.
Do you all hear this? She's giving us first of all, I was going to ask you about some tips later on, but she's already giving you some, you all. Me too.
It works.
Listen, convenience, pre-planning, and teaching them independence. Wow. Okay. Yes. So the packages are there. The container of milk is ready. Okay, continue.
Yes, and the outfits, I've been doing it since they were little. I stack them up. Pants, undershirt, top shirt, boom. Go get dressed. You're ready. You know where your underwear is. So they eat the cereal, go get dressed. We help them brush their teeth. One day last week, I woke up, Dad was in the bathroom waving at me. Hi, Mom. Then he came in. He was like, Mom, I did my hair. I brushed my teeth. I flossed and did a tongue scraper. I was like, yeah, we are getting there.
Yay.
It's like,
It
man,
is awesome as they get older.
yes,
Hopefully
I'm
he keeps
raising
that.
people.
I have teenagers. I said, hopefully he keeps that. I have teenagers and I have to ask. I have to double check. Did you brush your teeth?
Yes, we still have to ask.
Double check. So hopefully they keep the routine, they keep the diligence, and they want to do it. Like,
yes, it's like self-grooming is a must. We're gonna start early, so when you get up, you already know what to do.
Yes, that is awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue with the day.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. And then, we take them off to school or not. I'm drop off, my husband's pick up. So we kind of have that scheduled out. And then we both, since it's COVID, we're working from home.
Right.
So we're in our separate rooms working all day, pick up, dinner. And then, as you know, when I come home, I try to just give them my time. I make a lot of my calls in the car or breaks in between time. So I can give my kids and my family my evening. Not saying I don't look at my phone occasionally and do other things, but it's like they're gone all day and they go to bed at like 8-ish. It's like, so we have 3 hours.
Right.
So I need to give them everything.
So hear this, y'all. She's very intentional about how she prioritizes her time with her family, realizing that on a typical day, before COVID, everybody's off, out, up early, out to school, daycare. She's at work all day. Very intentional about what she does with her time. I can attest to this. I remember the day that I realized it, because at first I was like, oh, Shonda, she just ran, No, I remember the time when I realized, oh, she's very intentional. Because you set the boundary without setting the boundary. So we never knew what you were doing. You just did it. And one day I realized exactly what the boundary was. I just knew that it was one, and we respected it. We valued it. It was, but I remember the day I'm messing with my kids' pencils. I always got something on. I talk. So I remember the day that we were on the phone and you were picking them up from daycare. You said, hold on, I'll call you right back. You got back in the car. And then you was like, okay, I'm pulling up the house. I'm getting ready to walk in. And it dawned on me that it was always like this when we talked at that time. And it dawned on me that she's very intentional about giving her children and her husband her undivided attention. And my respect level for you grew even more than it already has. I thought, how amazing is that to have that awareness to say, nope, although I want to continue this conversation with you, I have to cut it right now, because now it's not about me. Now I need to give my time to my family. So I want to publicly commend you. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I think we all should be a little bit more intentional about our spaces with our family, putting our phones down and really asking questions. How was your day? What did you learn? I used to do this thing where I said, give me one word, and I stopped doing that. And I want to start that again. I say one word to describe the day. And then something that you have for us. So something that you learned outside that you can bring inside, whether it was at work, whether it was at school, something that you had that you can contribute. Like, oh, I learned today. Oh, you know what? I learned about time management, and I realized that I could do this better when I'm here, Mom. Something. It could be anything, right?
Yeah.
It could be about compassion or, healing of oneself. It could be anything. But you take whatever it is from your day and you bring something home that's either you learned or that you need assistance with. And so I think it's very important to be very intentional, and you have mastered that. So
thank you. It's still a work in progress. And for people, I'm not saying I won't answer your phone call or anything like that. You can still reach me. I just try to. I'll still answer. I'll still talk.
And she'll put when she puts the kids to bed, she'll respond. It's
like I'm still here, but I just try to do that as much as I can, because I gotta spend not as much time with them. Don't get me wrong. We're not attached at the hip. I do like my breaks. I do get them. But but I just try to remember that. I was like, wow, you guys are only here really for a couple hours every day. So it's like, why not make the best of it?
That's really good. Be more intentional with your time and how you spend it with your family when you're at home, especially.
And also, speaking of me time, our friends teased us when we talked about this at our last little outing. But lately, we come up with our own days.
Okay.
Like Wednesday is Carl's day, my husband, to have the free evening, and Thursday is mine.
Nice. So what you doing tomorrow, girl?
I don't know. Probably editing, which I need to do. Thank you, patient client. But yes. So with that being said, if anybody wants to plan anything Thursday, I could just plan it. I don't have to consult or talk to Carl about it. That's just me. And someday I can do what I want. And it was much needed for both of us. Like I know one time Carl did it, and he was here. He didn't decide to go anywhere. And I just noticed that he was not moving from the couch. Like the kids were asking for stuff or whatever. And it was like he was in a box. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday. So it was it was funny just to see it happen right in front of my face. But
that is awesome. No, that is now that's balance. That is a healthy balance. And dads need it too. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And it's for both of us, but it's for both of us and us separately. Yes. It's like it takes the weight off of you, takes the weight off of me, and do what you want to do. Not saying every other day isn't open, but that's specifically their day, my day.
I like that idea. I keep telling my fiance that I'm gonna run away at some point.
Thursday.
Thursday. So we can do it together, girl.
I'll be ready.
It's so funny. I said, yeah, I think I'm going to run away one day. I think I'm gonna run away.
And that's to help that feeling that you have that getaway.
I have all sons, you all. If you do not know, I have 4 boys. And so it's some days I hear mom and I'm like, wait, there's one over there needs something. Yes, mom, yes, mom, I'm hungry. The food will be ready soon. It's just some days it can be overwhelming if I'm literally, and sometimes that's going on, and I'm literally in a meeting. I'm facilitating a meeting at work, or
they don't see that. They see that you're right there.
Out, right? And because I'm very present in the home now, it's like, oh, she ain't working, and I'm like, shh, talking. I'm on camera. They're asking for this. It's like, oh my goodness. So yes, some days it's a lot and can be overwhelming. So I definitely value that you all value one another enough to take the time to say, you know what, here's your day. Take your time, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So some of that, I hear it about the balance, but tell me, how do you balance it all?
I'm still trying.
If you balance it all, because we're still trying to figure it out, right?
I'm still trying. I do get I have a lot of virtual friends. Like I listen to my favorite podcast, and my favorite podcast is The Sugar with Tika Stubner and Ty Randolph. It's about Black motherhood. So they've been about things that we all can relate about, but we kind of beat ourselves up about. So I was able to list some things and bring some things down. I watch a lot of Black love, so I can see some real life experiences on Black marriage. Of course, there's some around me, but these are like real stories. I know you've seen those. So I get tips on those too. Black love.
Okay, Black love, yeah. I follow them on Instagram too. I love when they
for own. It's just hearing things, and I'm just trying to do better at everything. I'm not perfect at all at either of them, but I'm working to be good. I know a few things that stuck with me was one of the couples, I forget what brought it up, but the husband said, or the wife was like, I realized he said I was a good mother. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I didn't say what. I was like, ooh. I was like, do I want my husband to say that about me? So it was like, it kind of gave that balance of trying to figure out who's the hierarchy and who needs the most attention. So that was a big thing there. And then another one was,
oh, that's good too.
Oh, they were saying, because you cater to the kids, you think they need you all the time, which they do, but they don't. And then it's like, if we're okay, my husband and I, then the kids will be fine. It's like, just work on us having a good connection, relationship. The kids will fall in line. Because if you just think about it, if you guys are not in a good place, nobody wants to go on a family outing. Like, how awkward would that be? So it just kind of tenfold. And then when they leave, it's gonna be us. Like, I don't want us to have any, like, who are you and what do you even like? Because I haven't paid attention to you for the last 18 years. Yeah. So it's just a work in progress, but I think I'm doing better.
Let's ask Carl. I say we'll ask Carl.
Yes, let's ask him. See what he says. Am I doing better?
Right.
Yeah.
How am I doing? What's my grade for this week?
How are we doing?
No, that's awesome. And to me, that speaks just back to even the spiritual umbrella, so to speak, where you have your husband and your wife in that relationship and dynamic, and then you have the children, and then you have ministry, or whatever else is underneath that. And so it's very important to remember that, and to remember that the foundation of the home is the marriage. It does come before the children. A lot of people don't agree with that or don't understand that, but it's just what you said. If there's dysfunction or disorder in the connection, in the partnership, in the parental arena, then there's going to be disconnection, dysfunction in the home. And you have to make sure everybody's in line, in order for the smooth flow. That doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, right? But I do believe people believe in energy and vibes and whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, if it's out of order, if somebody's off, everything shifts.
It is. Yeah.
And so it is important to make sure that vibe and that energy is good. And so that's awesome that you realize that, because you have the wife that's too busy nagging or fussing or whatever with her husband for whatever reason. And you have the husband that comes in disgruntled and upset, and angry. And I've seen it firsthand, and you can see how it affects the children. And so it's always nice when you can create, and as the wife, it's our tone to set the home, yes, the husband as well, but if we're home and he comes in, what is he coming into? Right.
Yeah, is it warm?
Is it warm? Is it inviting?
Tension. Yeah.
Exactly. And vice versa. You're home, she's coming in. What is the tone that you set? Are the kids in chaos? Is everything, what's going on? What does the house look like? And so, and I'm speaking from, I'm learning a lot, and I'm soon to be a wife. And when my husband comes home, I want to be able to create an atmosphere that is warm and inviting. I don't want him to have to sit in the car, for a minute.
Yeah, not want to go inside.
Yeah, and I've had moments as, I was married prior. And so I've had moments where you sit in your car and you're like, man, you got to go in this house. Nobody wants that,
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So definitely that is huge. Okay. What are your main challenges? What do you think your main challenges are?
Not having a smart mouth. And those that know me, I'm trying for real. Like, I'm really trying not to be so snappy. Sometimes I just be quiet. I just be listening. I just be quiet. And it's like, sarcasm is something that, it seems fun and playful, but it's not, because it ends up shutting people out. They don't want to talk to you.
Yes.
So that's something I got from the wife coach. Somebody else I follow. She's tight. At Wife Coach, she goes by LB.
Okay.
It's like I've been pulling a little bit from like everywhere, like, because this marriage and motherhood did not come with the manual.
It did
So,
not.
but luckily people are opening up so you can really see what's going on. But
Right. You said at LB?
at the Wife Coach, I believe. That's her Instagram, and her name is, I forget her full name, but she goes by LB.
Yeah, that sounds interesting, and I think I want to. I think I want to check that out.
Yeah, I'm on her newsletter, and I follow her on Instagram too. So she sends out stuff, and she has like seminars. So yeah, it's a little tip, and then just being patient, and I don't know, just trying to enjoy every moment. Like I'll say, because I don't look at just turned 40, and so I'm trying to embrace everything and just live for what's going on right now. Just enjoy everything around me.
Absolutely.
So it's very beautiful.
So what I think I most am inspired and admire about what this conversation is giving me is the constant progression of transformation and change. The awareness of knowing, okay, maybe I'm doing this like this, or, maybe I'm doing this and it's not healthy. And the fact that you have taken the time to make yourself more aware and more knowledgeable of things that may or may not be working, and you're in constant progression to grow. You're saying, you know what? Oh, I read about this, or I'm listening to this for tips, or I heard her say this, and I'm going to apply that and see how that works for my household. To me, that's where it starts. It starts with you. You may see something, you alter it, you grow, you learn, you evolve. That's what life is about. And like you said, taking the time to enjoy the moment, not harping on what may be wrong, what may be new, what needs to be done, what didn't get done, but just taking time to enjoy the moment and say, okay, we'll do better next time.
Like what was done right, not what was done wrong.
Right.
I try to do that, apply that with both my kids and my husband.
Absolutely. What was done right, you guys, not what is done wrong. Let's focus on what did I accomplish today, not what I didn't do, in the sense of not saying whatever, but okay, maybe tomorrow I can get to it and I'll do something different, but just taking time to celebrate the small victories and the small wins. Shonda, tell us a little bit about Shonda Rochelle Photography. I don't want to end without highlighting your business.
Yes. I am a photographer. I've been shooting for about 12 years. Well, longer. Just a quick side note. I realized a few months ago that I was posing us for Purple and White Day. Noted. So been doing it for a while, but went professional about 12 years ago, actually having clients, having a website. I do majority family photography. I did help model with her upcoming portfolio, and I do children. I'm trying to not venture off, but add in really doing some real glam maternity. So that's what I want to look into. Of course, I will do other shoots. I don't do events and weddings. I do portrait photography. Some people don't really get that, but that's what I'm doing at this time. But I'm all about beauty. Like I really see things differently. And sometimes I have an editing style of a lot of color, depth, contrast. And sometimes I say, oh, let me try something different. And it looks nice, but then I just keep defaulting back to what my eye sees is beautiful. And it seems to be working. People keep contacting me. I have a lot of regulars, which I love, and I'm growing with them. It's good to see a child. I had took her newborn first year, second year, and just to see how she's grown. And so well that our last shoot, her mom was just on her phone chilling, and I just took her down the street. Come on, sit down here. It was just fun. It was just like a day out. So I love it. That's my passion. I love it. And more to come. I plan to have a studio within the next 2 years. So since this is recorded, I really have to do it. But so that's in the plan. And I plan to sell presets, which are pre-made editing tools that help people edit faster. There aren't many out for the melanin, so I'm here for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, you all. Make sure you check out Shonda Thomas, the photographer, at www.shondarochelle.photography.com. That's SHONDAROCHELLE photography.com. Thank you so much, Shonda. We appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your growth in this journey. We honor you, we celebrate you, and blessings and much success to you in this mompreneur role that you're in.
Thank you for having me. This was great.
So welcome. Take care, dear.
Mom. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mompreneur. Thank you for listening to The Sentiment. Please join us next time with the next topic and the next guest that graces us with their presence. In the meantime, be blessed and be gracious and kind to yourself and others. Mwah. Mwah.